The movie is called The Rover. It had its world premiere at the Cannes Film Festival last month. The post-apocalyptic story that features Rob Pattinson joining up with a former soldier, played by Guy Pearce, trying to get back his last precious possession on Earth, his stolen car. Variety is calling this movie a career-redefining performance for Pattinson. Rob and Guy Pearce both join us live from New York City this morning. Guys, good morning. Nice to see you.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
And Rob, I have to start off with...
I just have to clarify one thing, though. My character is not an ex-soldier. That got out somewhere, and everyone thinks that's what I am.
All right. Well, I mean, the story basically, though, still intact of the kind of the way I described it. It's this, somewhat in the future world where your most prized possession is taken from you, and you guys go after it.
Yeah, and it's not so much about the car that I'm going after. There's something in the car that really is connected to really the last thing that this character needs to do in his life. And, of course, the car is stolen by Rob's character's brother. And I come across Rob, and so I kidnap him in order to help me find him, basically.
And
so
Rob,
fairly,
one of the things
relationship we have.
Yeah, one of the things that fans will notice most, that Southern accent that you carry in this movie. Did you just watch a marathon of Duck Dynasty or something to get that down the way that you did?
I was actually watching a lot of Swamp People.
Swamp People.
Favorite TV shows.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not entirely sure which state my accent's from. I think it's Florida. But yeah, just kind of, I was surrounded by a bunch of Australians, so they couldn't tell anyway.
So we didn't know.
Where did you shoot this exactly? Because it looks like about the dirtiest, dustiest possible place you could shoot a movie.
It was pretty dirty and dusty. It's in the Flinders Ranges, which is in South Australia. We basically started about 4 hours above Adelaide, and we worked our way up to a town called Maree, which is about 9 hours above Adelaide, and it's pretty remote once you get out there.
So I read an interview where, Rob, you said that on this shoot you encountered the most embarrassing things in the world that made you want to hide in a corner. So, of course, I want to know what those things were.
I did. I think that's one of those done 1,000 interviews, and it's not just being delirious stories that don't make any sense. So I do tend to embarrass myself on quite a regular basis, so it could be a multitude of things.
Yeah, yeah. It must turn into a blur after a while. I remember so clearly every time that I interview. I probably have brought this up every single time that we've talked ever since the first Twilight movie came out. And you were doing the personal appearances, at shopping centers, and the decibel level of the screaming that went on during all that. At that time, you thought was kind of funny, and you kind of dug it a little bit. But now it's 6 years later. It's still kind of fun because I know that kind of enthusiasm still surrounds you to some extent.
Yeah, I mean, I think I never really came to terms with all the kind of screaming and stuff as being really any part of my life. So it becomes more and more surreal as the years go by. Whenever anyone's, when we were doing the premiere for this, and just knowing how brutal and dark a movie it is, and then you have people kind of so excited about, thinking it's going to be, I don't know.
The next Twilight.
Yeah, like another Twilight movie, and they come in and see The Rover, and the most bleak, violent movie ever. It's kind of amusing.
I like to scream at Rob as much as I can.
There you go. So at least you get it one-on-one this time. The Rover is going to open nationwide on Friday. Always good to spend a little time. Guy Pearce, Rob Pattinson, thank you guys. We appreciate it.